I want to talk today about an old Zen quote. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. But first I want to discuss yin and yang, a philosophy deeply misunderstood by many Westerners. We look at yin and yang as two diametrically opposed entities, light and dark, good and evil. Where there is darkness, there's a hint of light, and where there's light, there's a small amount of darkness. But this isn't quite right. It's not about good and evil. That's how it's perceived through the lens of Western culture and moral reasoning. It's about the balance of the natural world. You see, it's not just that both sides exist and live in opposition to each other. They are interdependent on each other. How does one understand true happiness until they've lived through sadness? What is our context of anger if we never knew tranquility? Everything in the natural world exists because of cause and effect. When you begin to see it that way, you understand the purpose of suffering. It isn't simply a balance of good and evil. In its essence, it's taking a holistic perspective of reality. This brings us back to our Zen quote, "It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war." At first glance, we may think this is simply illustrating the need for preparedness, but it takes on a deeper meaning in Buddhism. The warrior in the garden understands both the art of peace, the art of war, and when to practice both. The gardener only understands how to cultivate his garden. A man who just knows war cannot settle his mind in times of peace. Both war and peace are a part of the natural world which we belong. Don't confuse virtue with cowardice and passivity, for the gardener in a war can protect no one. The integration of these two seemingly dialectic personas create a holistic self. A self-actualized person must know when to lay down the plow for the sword, and when to sheathe the sword to pick up the plow. This wisdom comes only from the interdependent nature of both dichotomies. This is yin and yang. If there's anything that's been discussed in this video that you want to hear more about, leave a comment in the comment section. Thanks for listening, and take care.